On today's video we talk Avante, we look at the original 1988 and then we'll check out and I'll give you my first thoughts on the 2011 re-release. So welcome back to the channel today, Adam from RC Action Australia. As you can see, we have got a 2011 re-release Avante. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hopefully that little introduction video you get to see the kit is beautifully laid out, and that's something that's missing from a lot of Tamiya kits. So I'll run through some brief history about the Avante, and then we'll get on to doing an unbox and I'll tell you my thoughts on this kit. So I'll just pop it to the side and we'll get talking about a little bit of a brief history that I've managed to get off the internet. Thanks for once again for watching. If you could please consider hitting like and subscribe. Chuck that like down below. Drop a comment down below. I've also got some links to my Facebook and Instagram page in the description as well. So get on, hit like and subscribe. That is very much appreciated. So now if we look at the Avante, obviously like I said, this is a 2011 re-release. Now it isn't the brand new re-release that's just come into stores worldwide. This one I picked up off a collector a few months ago, so kind of before we had notification that there was going to be another re-release. So I was quite lucky in picking this kit up and getting it for a fantastic price. So price-wise, these are around that $690 to $720, depending on what store you are buying from here in Australia. I have seen some prices overseas that sort of break down and equate to sort of more mid-700s. So definitely they seem to be a little bit cheaper in Australia. So that's fantastic for all the Australian viewers. So it's a 1/10 scale buggy. It was originally released in 1988 on kit 58072, and it basically was, to me, a 72nd RC kit, and I do believe that it was released following like the Hot Shot, the Fox series cars, to sort of get to me more into the competitive buggy racing. Now, I don't, just from reading online, I don't believe that it was overly successful from Tamiya, and it kind of still was overshadowed by some of the Kyosho, Schumacher and Yokomo kits at the time. But nevertheless, it was a fantastic buggy. I do believe that it did win some championships and did raise Tamiya's sort of footing into the championship buggy sort of arena. So it definitely was a fantastic kit for Tamiya that sort of stepped them into other kits. I do believe that then it was replaced by the Egris, which I don't know a lot about the Egris, but we've got an Egris coming on the channel very soon. But yeah, the Egris was more of a race-inspired, lightweight version of an Avante, so I believe. But if anyone else has got any other information, chuck it in the comments down below. It originally was a two-piece FRP sandwich chassis design. Now I do notice that the re-release is a carbon fibre. It is, like I said, it was a sort of predecessor of the Hot Shot, and then the successor was the Egris. So that's where it sort of sits in the Tamiya timeline. It's got four-wheel independent suspension, front and rear. Rubber pin spike tyres, and has a solid shaft transmission system and like a unique 6-gear differential, which obviously featured on some other cars like Egris, the Vanquish, probably is on the VQS as well, and the Avante. So obviously today's video is about the re-release. So it's kit 58489, and I do believe that the 2011 re-release that I have, which is the original re-release, it's exactly the same as the current re-release, only the current re-release has the TBLE O2S speed controller in it. They both have the Avante motor, which is basically a GT-tuned 25 turn motor. Nothing special, but definitely a nice little upgrade from the standard 540 motor. So let's open the kit. So if we take the lid off the kit, basically it's quite a large box and a little bit bigger than some of the usual Tamiya boxes. We've got the classic sort of box art there, and you know, typical Tamiya. Basically, we just go through what's in the kit, chassis designs with gearboxes, suspension, wheels and tyres, and you get a little bit of a insight into basically what the kit's going to look like when you build it. So if we pick up the actual box, and hopefully nothing falls out, guys, you can see the layout and the design of this kit is absolutely beautiful. We've got everything on display. So we've got the beautiful carbon fibre, we've got the gold sort of alloy shocks, we've got lots of alloy suspension parts, we've got the body, and we obviously have bearings, which is fantastic, which you would expect in a kit for this price point. You've got the Avante GT tuned motor, and obviously all your other drive components beautifully sort of displayed out. So that's something that I think is missing in a lot of Tamiya kits, and if you would have watched some of my videos on the Kyosho kits, they still make an attempt to display the cars nicely. So let's flick over to a dedicated unboxing where I pull everything out the box so you can see what's in the kit. As you can see, it's a fantastic looking kit from Tamiya. So whether it's the original, the 2011 re-release, or the current 2011 re-release, it's a beautiful looking kit. Would I recommend it? I wouldn't jump out and buy one. Now, I picked this up for $450. So the current one's around that, like I said before, around that $700 mark. So would I go out and buy another one for $700? Probably not. It's a beautiful kit. It's very over-engineered, so I've heard. I've heard that they drive quite nicely, but you know what I mean. I think value for money, you can buy some other kits, probably from Kyosho, Schumacher, and whatnot, that are probably more race-inspired and are probably going to perform a little bit better on the track. But nonetheless, I do recommend. It's absolutely an awesome car to have in the collection. Not sure when I'll get on to building this one. I will be building an Egress very soon on the channel. So as I said, keep an eye out for that one. But all in all, fantastic looking kit, beautifully presented, and it does represent good value. Just because there's a lot of alloy, there's a lot of carbon fibre, it's got bearings, and yeah, it looks like a nice kit. So I'll leave it there for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Plenty more content coming, more run videos coming, and I've got some more product reviews on some servos. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you soon. Bye.